Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
All right, so we've got this collection of terms you sent us, and it's a pretty interesting mix, to be honest.
Yeah, it really is. You've got these stock tickers right alongside the name of a specific product.
And what we want to do in this deep dive is see if we can unpack that a little bit.
Kind of like tease out what this combination might tell us about how you see the tech world.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So to start things off, you listed AAPL, AMZN, NVDA, and TSMC.
And those are, of course, the stock tickers for some pretty major players.
Yeah.
Apple, Amazon, NVIDIA.
And the last one, TSMC, that's the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company.
Right. And all of these are publicly traded companies, so their stock prices are always moving.
Exactly. So we've got that financial side of things represented, and then right there with them.
You mentioned the iPhone 16 Pro, which brings in the actual product, the thing people are going to buy.
Okay, so right off the bat, we've got this blend of like the market perspective and the consumer product angle.
And what's interesting is the way Apple seems to be popping up multiple times.
You've got Apple stock listed a couple of times, and then just Apple, which is the ticker symbol again.
Plus, you even specifically search for Apple stock price and Apple stock price.
So it's not just like a passing mention of Apple. It feels like you're really zeroing in on them.
And then to have the iPhone 16 Pro right there with all of that.
It makes you wonder if you're thinking about how those new products might affect how Apple's stock performs.
For a company like Apple, those product releases are huge events.
Wow.
They really drive investor sentiment.
Exactly. Like everyone's waiting to see how the new iPhone is received, how well it sells.
And that anticipation and that reaction, that all gets factored into the stock price.
So your interest here could be reflecting that you understand that whole cycle, the product and the financial link.
Absolutely. Now, shifting gears a bit, we also see NVDA with both NVIDIA stock and just NVIDIA.
And then there's TSMC listed on its own. These feel kind of different from Apple and Amazon, don't they?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, Apple, Amazon, they're these big consumer brands. Everyone knows them.
You shop on Amazon, you use an iPhone. It's very direct.
Whereas NVIDIA and TSMC, they're more behind the scenes.
They're not making products you necessarily hold in your hand every day.
Right, but they're essential to so much of the technology we use.
So NVIDIA, for example, they're a powerhouse in AI and high-performance computing.
They make the graphics cards that gamers love and that are also crucial for data centers and artificial intelligence.
Exactly. And then you've got TSMC, which is the world's leading manufacturer of advanced chips.
Those tiny little chips that are the brains of our smartphones, our computers, so many devices.
It's pretty remarkable. So the fact that you've included these companies suggests you're aware of that deeper level.
That you're looking at the foundational technology that makes so much of this stuff possible.
Yeah, it's like you're not just interested in the finished product, you're looking at the building blocks too.
And that's really insightful because the performance of a company like NVIDIA,
it can actually be seen as a kind of indicator for how the broader AI and computing sectors are doing.
Right. And with TSMC, they hold such a dominant position in chip manufacturing.
That their success or struggles have ripple effects across countless other companies.
Now, we should also mention that Amazon stock is on your list as well.
It doesn't seem to have that same intensity of focus as Apple, but it's definitely there.
Yeah. And Amazon is such a sprawling company these days. They do so much.
E-commerce, cloud services, even grocery stores. They're everywhere.
So even though your main interest might lie elsewhere, just acknowledging Amazon's stock,
it kind of suggests you've got a sense of the overall tech market landscape.
Like you're keeping tabs on the big players across the board.
All right, so let's try to bring all of this together. It looks like you're connecting those specific consumer products.
Like the iPhone 16 Pro, yeah.
With the financial performance of the companies that actually make those products.
And you're even digging deeper to look at the suppliers of those core technologies, like semiconductors.
And I think that points to a pretty interconnected way of thinking about things.
Wow. Definitely. You're not just seeing these separate pieces, you're understanding how product innovation,
the companies driving that innovation, and those fundamental technologies.
how it's all linked together within the world of financial markets.
It's almost like you're tracing a line, from the chip in a device all the way to the stock price on Wall Street.
Exactly. And I think this collection of terms you've shared, it offers a really fascinating glimpse.
Into a perspective that's really well informed.
Mm.
You know, someone who appreciates both those end products.
The stuff we use every day, and then also the complex technological and financial systems that make it all happen.
So the key takeaway here is that your interests span from those gadgets we use every day,
To the financial and technological powerhouses behind them.
with a particular focus on Apple and that vital semiconductor industry.
And something to think about.
Yeah.
How does keeping track of both those consumer products and those underlying technology providers?
How does that give you a richer, more complete understanding of the tech landscape?
And how it's constantly evolving and what all the financial implications of that are.
Some food for thought as you continue to explore this fascinating world.
Definitely. It's all connected.